Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliet, and if this is your first time here, you're definitely welcome. In today's video, I'll be playing with the Yessy palette from Cosmetics to create my eyeshadow look. This palette retails for 5,500 naira. You can order for yours on our Instagram page. I'll leave all the details in the description box. She also launched a 6-in-1 face powder palette and a beauty blending sponge, so that's what I'll be using in this video. So guys, without wasting more time, if you want to see her achieve this video, then definitely keep on watching. I'm starting off with my eyes, and for my eyeshadow primer, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Medium Beige, and I'm going in with a concealer brush to blend it out on my eyelid. Now I'm going to go ahead to set my crease area with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Going into the Yessy palette from Cosmetics, I'm going into the yellow color for my transition shade. I'm using a blending brush to blend this out in windshield swiper motion. I'm just going back into the palette to make sure I get the right amount of color I want on my crease. Going back in for my crease color, I'm taking that bright pink color on a smaller blending brush. I got so excited with the color pay of the pigmentation from this palette, guys. I decided to do a mini swatch for you guys. All these are just from one dip. I dipped my hand just once in the palette, and this is how pigmented the colors are. I'm going into my crease with that pink shade on another blending brush, and I'm just blending it with the transition shade. I'm going to go back and forth into the palette, making sure I get the right amount of pigment I want. I'm going back in with my transition shade because while blending out the crease color, I kind of lost all the colors from the transition. The issue with doing colorful eye looks is that you have to make sure that you blend everything properly so that there are no harsh lines. Now I'll be going back into the palette with a flat blending brush, and I'm taking up that purple shade. I'm going to put that at the outer corner of my eyes, the outer V of my eyes, and I'm going to blend it also into my crease. Going back in with that pink shade to blend out the purple color to make sure there are no harsh lines between the two shades. To cut my crease, I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in medium 34, and I'm using a flat brush to apply the concealer on my eyelid. With another flat brush to remove the excess concealer from my eyelid, and I'm going back in with that purple shade to blend into the concealer to make sure that there are no harsh lines. For my eyelid, I'm using the bright yellow shade again, and I'm just using a flat shader brush to apply this. Going back in with the same purple shade to blend into the color on my eyelid to make sure there are no harsh lines. I'm taking the two darkest shades from the palette and I'm using a pencil brush to apply this at the outer corner of my eyes. I want to darken the outer V a bit more, and I'm going to go in with a blending brush to blend this out. Going back in with the transition shade because I lost the color while blending out the other shades. I'm lining my eyes with an eyeliner pencil. The name is not coming to my head right now, but I'm going to leave the details of every product I use in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. For my mascara, I'm using the Maybelline mascara to coat my lashes. I'm prepping them for my falsies that I'll be applying off camera. For my face primer, I'm using the Santee Oil Control Primer. This primer helps control oil. It has the consistency of a moisturizer. For my foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Polish in the shade Capuccino, and I'm going in with my foundation brush to blend that out. I'm making sure I staple the foundation onto my face instead of dragging it out with the brush. It helps me get a better color payoff. I'm going in with a smaller blending brush to blend my foundation into the areas where my foundation brush couldn't reach. So guys, it's time for highlights, and I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Medium Beige to highlight. I'm going to highlight all the places where the light will naturally hit my face. And I'm going in with my Cosmetics damp beauty blender to blend out the highlighter. You want to make sure your beauty blender is always damp, guys, before you use it to blend, whether your foundation or your highlight or your contour, whatever, guys. Make sure it's damp. Now I'm going in to set all the places where I applied my highlighter: under my eyes, my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm making sure I press the powder into my skin before I go ahead to bake. The rest of my face, I'm taking the Cosmetics 6-in-1 face powder palette, and I'm taking the shade Natural.
Guys, you can see how well this powder blends into my skin. It's my perfect face powder, the same skin tone as mine. I really love this powder because I feel not just this particular powder but every shade in the palette, because I believe it's a multi-purpose palette. You can use it for your contour, you can use it to bronze and any other thing. You can even use the lightest shade to highlight if you need like that extra highlight. To contour my face, I'm going to mix those two dark shades in the palette, that's Golden Bronze and Cappuccino. To contour my nose, I'm going back into the face palette and I'm taking the shade Golden Bronze on a flat brush to blend out my nose contour, and I'm making sure I blend it out into my eyebrows. For the bottom of my eyes, I'm going in with a shader brush and I'm taking the shades I use in my transition shade. I'm taking the pink and the purple shade that I used in my crease on another flat brush and I'm just applying that under my eyes. And now I'm using my powder brush to dust off all the excess powder I used in baking. I'm going in with my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray to set my makeup. This will ensure that all the powders I apply blend in perfectly. Now I'm going in with my Shayla X Colourpop highlighter in the shade Booming to highlight my face, and I'm using my fan brush for this. Picking up the same highlighter on the tip of my finger and I'm blending it on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going back in with my face brush to blend out my highlighter and my contour, making sure there are no harsh lines. This brush comes with the Cosmetics face powder palette, so once you're getting the powder palette, you're also getting the brush. Now to darken my waterline, I'm using the Maybelline Collosal Kajal. For my bottom lashes, I'm going in with my Maybelline Mascara. Taking the gold pigment from the palette, I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Now I'm going in with a wipe to clean my lips. To line my lips, I'm going in with the BFF3 lip pencil. For my lip color, I'm going in with the Colourpop X Shayla lipstick in the shade Quickie. I'm going in with a darker brown lip pencil to line the outer corners of my lips. And so guys, this is the completed makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. Guys, I highly recommend you get your hands on all the products I used from Cosmetics. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Subscribe to my channels guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.